The announcement blared through the airport speakers. Final boarding call for Flight 287 to Seattle. She ran, shoes clicking against the polished airport tiles, her coat flapping behind her like wings. Emma's eyes scanned the gate numbers in a blur, her backpack thumping with each step, but she didn't care. She was so close, just a few more feet, and help, please, someone. A faint trembling voice halted her mid-step. She turned and saw an old man slumped near a row of seats, a cane lying on the floor beside him, his hand clutching his chest, eyes wide with panic and fear. Emma froze. The gate was just ahead, the flight she had saved for months to afford, the job interview that could finally turn her life around waiting in Seattle. Everything she had worked for, all she had endured, came down to this moment. But then the old man wheezed again, and Emma's heart overruled her mind. She ran back. 29-year-old Emma Brooks wasn't a hero. She never considered herself anything special. A part-time waitress and part-time caregiver, she lived a modest life in Cleveland, the eldest of 4 kids raised by a single mother who taught her that kindness wasn't about what you had, but about what you gave. Emma gave all she could, and today, she gave up her future, or so it seemed. She knelt beside the old man, checking his pulse, asking if he could breathe, doing everything she had learned during her years of caring for elderly patients. Airport staff rushed over. Paramedics followed, and in the chaos the plane took off. Her name was paged several times, but she didn't respond. By the time the old man was stabilized and taken away, the flight was gone. So, was her shot at the biggest opportunity of her life. Emma sat alone at gate 16, her boarding pass crumpled in her hand. Tears welled in Emma's eyes, not out of regret but sheer exhaustion. It had taken her a year of working double shifts to afford that flight. The job in Seattle, a position at a non-profit supporting children with disabilities, was her dream. But the interview was scheduled for tomorrow morning, and no more flights would reach in time. She texted the hiring manager apologizing and then turned her phone off. A janitor sweeping nearby noticed her face and asked softly, "You okay, miss?" She wiped her tears. "Yeah, just missed my flight." He nodded as if he understood more than she said. Hours passed as Emma wandered through the airport, her savings gone and her future uncertain. As she passed a coffee shop, a woman at the counter called out, "Miss Emma Brooks." Emma turned, surprised. "You've been requested to come to Gate 4. There's someone waiting for you." Confused and wary, she dragged her worn-out bag behind her to Gate 4 where 2 men in suits greeted her with kind smiles. "Miss Brooks, Mr. Harrington would like to meet with you," one said. "Mr. Harrington?" she repeated. They didn't answer, just gestured to a private lounge nearby. Inside, the lights were dim, the furniture plush and luxurious. Seated on a large leather chair was the old man from earlier, now in a crisp navy suit, sipping tea like he owned the world. Because, as it turned out, he did, at least this part of it. "I thought I'd never see you again," the man smiled. "Sit, please." Emma blinked. You're okay?" "I am. Thanks to you." She sat hesitantly, overwhelmed. "I missed my flight. I had a job interview." He raised a hand. "I know everything." I asked around. Emma was baffled. "Who are you?" He leaned forward and offered a wrinkled hand. "Arthur Harrington, founder and chairman of Sky Legend Airlines." The words hit her like a wave. She gasped. You own the airline." "Technically," he chuckled. "My kids run most of it now, but I still visit airports on my own. I like watching people. You see the best and worst in them here." He studied her intently. "And today I saw something rare." Emma was speechless. "You gave up everything to help a stranger. Most people would have walked past. You didn't." She lowered her eyes. "I did what anyone should have done." He smiled. "That's the problem. Not everyone does. But you reminded me why I built this company in the first place. Not for profits, but for people." He pulled out his phone and made a quick call. "Tell the Seattle office to reschedule Miss Brooks' interview and to fly the board of directors in. I want them to meet her." Hanging up, he turned back to Emma. "And if the interview goes well, you'll have the job. We'll take care of accommodation and salary negotiations." Let's just say you won't need to worry about money again for a while. Emma stared at him in disbelief.
Why?
Why would you do that? His answer was simple, because the world needs more people like you. And because you helped an old man everyone else ignored. 2 weeks later, Emma walked through a quiet park in Seattle, now wearing a company badge and carrying a heart full of gratitude. She hadn't just gotten the job. She had been offered the lead role in developing Sky Legend's new charitable wing aimed at supporting elderly passengers, low-income families, and community caregivers. Yet she hadn't told anyone the full story, not her coworkers, not the media, not even her roommates, because kindness to her wasn't about recognition. It was about doing the right thing, especially when no one was watching. And now, dear viewer, you know who she is. The woman you've seen in that viral video smiling beside Arthur Harrington, introduced as the face of the airline's biggest humanitarian initiative. That's Emma, the ordinary woman who missed her flight to save a stranger and ended up flying higher than she ever imagined. Kindness carries no price tag, but it has the power to open doors money never could. And sometimes the detour you take out of compassion is the very path meant to change your life forever.